Hi Leo, welcome back, welcome in. Thank you all so much for being here with me, taking the time to click on this reading, check it out. Please stick through the whole thing. There could be nuggets for you. This whole message could be just outstanding and resonate. If it does, if there is anything that you take from it, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the bell notification to get notifications when I post. Liking, commenting, all of these things help expand and grow the channel, and that is my goal. I would like to expand and grow and reach as many people as possible. I think that we could all use a little guidance, healing, ascension, all of the things, growth, all of it. So thank you all for being here on this journey with me. It means so much to me. This is going to be general. Personal readings are open still. I have not closed them yet. One-on-one coaching, as always, is open. It will be now and forever. I am working on getting a website up so you guys can just order directly from the website and not have to email me, because I know that it is obnoxious, and I personally would probably not work with anyone that I had to email first. So I'm going to fix it. So we will open the floodgates. Alright, let's see what we have for you guys for Leo, November. Let's see what's coming in for you, what's around you, who's around you, what energies they're bringing, what energy you're bringing. Oh, the Queen of Cups. That's what you're bringing. You're very loving, you're very fulfilling, nurturing, in a very motherly energy right now. It's very sweet. There's you guys. Strength is here. That's Leo. Very much in your power. Very much still Leo. You're still presenting as the goddess, God. You could be tapping into your intuition more, using your instincts more, your psychic abilities. Maybe you're developing your psychic skill, ability, or you're just really insightful and wise right now as well. This Queen of Cups speaks to psychic. Why are you upside down? Speaks to psychic ability, seeing to the other side very easily. And it could be that with Samhain, Halloween, just passing, it could be that you use that time to see beyond the veil, to transport yourself beyond the veil, to call in spirits, to call in guides, ancestors. Excuse me. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, to go along with this Queen of Cups energy that you're in. 2 4s. Put that right under this. You could be very mysterious to people at this time. They could be very intrigued by you, wanting to know what you're doing, how you're doing it, when you're doing it, and you're just kind of keeping things to yourself. You might not be discussing a whole lot. You might not be delving too deep into your affairs right now, which I always am an advocate of. With Scorpio season, they're pretty not secretive, but they don't talk about themselves a lot. They don't tell a lot of their secrets to people. They don't open up very easily. I feel like that's the energy that you're in. You're just being a little bit more guarded, a little bit more reserved. You could also be having very vivid dreams right now. Yeah, that's too many. We're going to keep shuffling. The 4 of Cups is here, which is interesting because this is very apathetic. It's the opposite of your typical energy. It's just you could be starting to feel the effects of the shorter days, and you're just already over it. You're already over being cold. You're over having to bundle up. You want to be in the sun. You want to be naked. All of these things, right? You're not looking forward to winter, I feel like, if you are in the part of the world where it's getting cold. This is also very much a card of greed. She already has 3 cups. The universe is offering her another one, and she just doesn't give a fuck. She's like, I don't care. I'm not looking at that stupid cup. I don't want that. I wanted a gold cup, not a pink cup. It's like very much entitled energy. If you feel yourself slipping into that, just rein it in a little bit. Know that you are not entitled to anything. You are, it's your birthright to be abundant and to be prosperous and all of these things. But coming from a sense of entitlement, like you are entitled to them, is very different. You should be operating from a place of gratitude and love, but doing it from a place where I know that this is my birthright. This is who I am. But it's not a greedy, selfish feeling. You could be wanting to expand or do more of a meditative practice, more mindfulness. You could just want a little bit of stillness around you. Things could be moving really fast. You could have just a lot of people in your house all the time. You could just be really longing for some alone time, for some stillness, for some quiet, some time where you can focus on yourself and shut your mind off a little bit. If that is the case, take up meditating even more. Do some guided meditations. Go to one of those sensory deprivation tanks if it's hard for you to find stillness. Take a bath in the dark and kind of disconnect for a little bit. See if you can find some clarity there. Page of Pentacles. This is big Taurus energy for me. Very sweet, very responsible, very diligent, going to school, getting good grades, putting in the hard work, knowing that if they want the future that they know they want, it's going to take a little bit of hard work. It's going to take some dedication and perseverance. And they're willing to do it. They're off on the journey. They are putting in the work excitedly and in a very responsible way. You have the card of victory and the Knight of Cups. Interesting. I don't know what you're having a victory in, but there's victory here. So, you could be rising up out of this feeling up here. Maybe you're catching yourself before it's too late, putting yourself into check and reeling it back in, getting back into alignment. So you've kind of risen up over this depressive, kind of not so great state. And maybe to do so, you have tapped into your creative suite, maybe writing songs. Maybe that's an outlet for you. Yeah, I feel like you're very introspective and looking inward, figuring out what it is that you want moving forward, how you can keep yourself in this energy and in this energy and not so much this energy, this Four of Cups energy. I feel like you don't want to go back there, and it could be a fear of yours. That maybe that's who you were in a past life or in a past situation, and you just really don't want to go back to it. You don't want to go back to that feeling of discontentment, not ever being satisfied by anything, wanting something just to want it, and then when you get it, you don't want it anymore. Maybe that's just the way that you've kind of operated in the past. But I feel like you're evolving from that. You're moving on from that. You are upgrading to an Emperor. These next few weeks, I feel like you're going to shine really, really bright. You're going to have a lot of attention on you. You're going to be doing a lot of things. And then you're going to reach a point where you want to recluse again. You want to just kind of cut it off. Maybe disappear from social media again. Not really explain to anybody why or where you're going. But I just feel like you're going to be retracting again. Mostly to recharge, to regain your center, your logic, your mental prowess even. But it's definitely going to work. It's going to restore you. It's going to give you a new sense of vitality and life force, honestly. Also, I want to say, if you do suffer from seasonal affect disease, get yourself one of the sun's going to be really important for you guys, probably more than most. You're ruled by the sun. You've got your own self, your own card here twice, the sun and strength. Those are both Leo cards. Vitamin D, sorry, is more important to you probably than most. You really need sunshine and warmth. Book some trips if you're able to. If you live in a cold climate, get out of the cold climate, get into the sun. Also, get yourself one of those, I think they have like vitamin D lights or something that you can use indoors. I would spend a little bit of time in front of one of those every day and see if it helps keep you from experiencing this seasonal depression this year. I really do think it would help. Ideally, we could all just pack up and go to the Bahamas for 6 months, right? 4 months. That's what I want. That's my goal. Just follow the sun, follow the weather. Alright, let's see. Okay. I feel like that's too many, but I'll take these two. Yes, yes. You've got some really sweet Cups energy. You could also have 2 children. You've got the Queen of Cups at the top, and then the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups. You could have a son and a daughter. Whatever, 2 daughters, 2 sons. Neither of those things, 2 cats. But I feel like there's a dynamic of 3. There's a motherly energy, and then there's 2 younger energies coming in. Very sweet, young, loving, artistic, all those things. And we got Judgment and the Lovers to end it off with. Alright, nice. Alright, the 7 of Pentacles, there's something you're being called. Yes, look at this. King of Coins on the bottom. Okay, you're being called to reevaluate if the effort is worth the results for you. If you're putting more effort into something and you're not seeing a ton of results, maybe you need to go about it a different way. You need to change your prices. Even if you don't feel like the work is worth it anymore, up your prices. Your customers will remain loyal to you. If you've amassed more knowledge recently, if the cost of doing business has gone up, these are all reasons for you to raise your prices, valid reasons for you to raise your prices. And I feel like it's time. You could be just towards the end of November exploring that and thinking about it and implementing it, seeing what it looks like, crunching some numbers, figuring some stuff out. Alright, I also feel like you are going to be addressing some issues in your past, some wounds from your past that need a little bit of love, need a little bit of healing, need some forgiveness. And It could be someone who hasn't even asked for your forgiveness yet, but you're finally in a place to grant it, to let it go, to move on, and to give yourself that healing for yourself, not for anybody else. And then when you do that, I think you're ready to open up to love again. I think you're ready to, this is for obviously people who are not in relationships, or even people who are. You go through phases. Maybe you guys had a rough time and you're just now forgiving this person, and you're just now being able to come back with them in a really loving way. Maybe you guys have just been kind of going through the motions, recently, and it hasn't been very loving, but now it is. I feel like you guys are coming back together. For those of you that are single and doing this work while single, I feel like you're putting yourself back out there. You're opening yourself back up to love, to romance, to be wooed, to woo, to present yourself as open and ready. And I feel like you're doing that towards the end of November. Yeah, you could have a newfound confidence when it comes to yourself, which is hard. I mean, Leos have all the confidence in the world. They're like, they're stunning. There's no reason for them not to be that confident. So saying that you guys are gaining even more confidence, it's because you're upgrading yourself. You're upgrading your business, your worth. Even if you are in a corporate environment, that's like promotions, asking for a raise. And I feel like it's giving you this sense of power and this sense of confidence that comes along with knowing your worth, knowing your value, and receiving it from people. It's one thing to know your worth. It's another for other people to recognize it and to pay it gladly, joyfully, gleefully. If it means they get to work with you, if it means they get to work with you. I mean, keep you on the team, have you on the team, whatever. Haunted. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Oh, I meant to say this while I was shuffling. I got a new deck, Seasons of the Witch, Shawan Oracle. Shawan was this past weekend, Sunday and Monday. Technically Monday, but it starts at sunset on the 31st. So these are kind of Halloween based, All Hallows Eve based cards. So let's read, because I haven't gotten haunted yet, so let's see what it says. Card number 21. Excuse me. Excuse me again. You guys could be Cancer, Leo cuspers, or Cancer Sun, Leo Moon, something like that. I'm getting a lot of Cancer energy. Greet the darkness. Alright, haunted. Atonement. Company. Interesting, okay. The definition of a poltergeist is an unknown spirit that causes disturbances such as loud noise or moving furniture. In fact, the word poltergeist is German and it means noisy spirit. Originally, poltergeists were thought to be demons who played tricks, focusing their attention on one specific person. However, theories surrounding the origins of poltergeist disturbances have changed. Many believe poltergeists to be a manifestation of an individual's troubled psyche, as disturbances generally focus on one person. Whoa. This person is usually in some kind of pain or trauma, either from things done to them or things they've done to others. The poltergeist becomes a physical representation of the pain that has been locked away and left to fester. Eventually that pain becomes too much for the person to hold, and the poltergeist is born, bringing with it a terrifying display of what was hidden. You have pulled the haunted card because there is something that you must atone for. You've locked something away, choosing to ignore it rather than own up to your mistake. This can be something you have done to someone else, but also something you felt you've done to yourself. Perhaps a choice you'd like to forget, or even a trauma you've never dealt with. Whatever your situation, know that your hauntings will continue until you are ready to face the monster your pain has created. This is especially true if you also pulled the card Great Darkness or Ghost. We did not. We only pulled one. That was interesting. I was not expecting that. I did talk about forgiveness a little bit here, but it wasn't that in depth, that you're holding on to something so deep and so tightly that it's starting to fester and manifest outside of you. If that resonated with any of you, definitely atone, forgive, ask for forgiveness if you have done something to someone else. Try to right the wrong so you can let it go and move on, so you don't have to keep thinking about it, because I feel like it's just gonna get worse. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope you guys are enjoying your November so far, the first few days. I will see you guys back here when I do money readings, probably next week. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bell notification so when I do post, you will be notified. Alright guys, I will see you next time. I love you all so much. Bye.